So guys, just introducing Bboy Machine to the show.
Yo, what's up?
This guy's a living legend of the B-boy scene. We're really excited to get some questions in with him and see what he's got to say.
What it is?
Yeah.
So I reckon music-wise, I know you said out there earlier that like every move's been done.
Right.
You know, there's no old school, everything's been done, it's just a take on something.
Right.
So you take on hip-hop at the moment, music-wise, rap, where do you see it? What do you like, what don't you like?
There's plenty that you don't like. I think one of the worst things, and I was honestly discussing this last night. I think one of the worst things that we do now in hip hop is downplay somebody else's approach to hip hop. Okay. Most of the time when you're watching these social media outlets or you're watching these broadcasts or whatever y'all doing now, these interviews and stuff and everything, we're looking for the mess up in somebody's hip hop story or their journey, you know, where personally it's disrespectful to the next person because everybody that ended up getting in hip hop, just like how we were born on earth, had a different approach at it.
Yeah.
But yet we're always sitting back and waiting for, oh, that ain't right. Oh, that year ain't right. Oh, he wasn't there at that party. Oh, he didn't know nothing about that. That's all we're waiting on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you get that in dance culture as well?
Man, you get that in everything in hip hop. Yeah. Every single element. Either it be rap, or whether it be graffiti, whether it be breaking, whether it be DJing, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it in every single element of hip hop. And that's what I say to me personally, you know, where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line to understand for ourselves, not necessarily for the culture, but for ourselves? Because if we know this ourselves for each other, then we will be helping the culture in general.
Yeah.
You know, where does that humbleness start for anybody?
Do you think, you know, like between YouTube and the comment sections and stuff like that, it just turns up the volume on all of that as well?
I think a lot of that stuff, yeah. I think
always, you know.
But I say this, one of the biggest things that we're dealing with right now in America is racism. You keep turning up the volume on racism, it constantly keeps going. But who has control on racism? You, me, anybody else that's standing around to make that change about themselves. You know, we keep constantly talking about like racism like it's outside on the doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Like it's knocking up on your door, you know, constantly. You know what I'm saying? And asking for money. It's not. So it's just somebody turning up the volume, just like somebody that don't know about what you're saying on YouTube or anything like that. When you're not doing, and you're letting the volume turn up and you're letting the volume keep going up, eventually, it would annoy anybody.
Well, where do you think, so like American music culture at the moment, rap culture, where do you think that sits with? Because it's such a divided country, right?
Rap culture really right now is only one element of hip hop. That's what people fail to realize. Yeah. Everybody keeps focusing on one element of hip hop because it keeps making billions of dollars. But that's not everything in hip hop. What's rich? What's rich to you? Because me having a bunch of money could be just as poor.
Yeah.
You know? But enrichment and richness is come from your self, and self being a knowing self. Knowing self-knowledge is the biggest wealth in the world.
There's that old saying in hip-hop that says, I'd rather be broke together.
Nobody in hip-hop would rather be broke, man. What you talking about?
No, but listen, what I'm saying is, but broke together. So if you're in a community...
No, nobody want to be broke together either.
But my point is, though, that there is a lot of people out there, a lot of rappers, especially British rappers, and they make music. Yes, they need to pay their mortgage and bills, but they're doing it because they love music.
Well, I'll tell you the absolute truth. The people that rap from London struggle ain't the same as the people that rap in the States.
Of course it's not. No.
It's just really not. That's what I'm saying. The approach. We all go back to the approach of how we got into hip hop. Some people might be sitting in a castle somewhere with buku kind of cash, but he still knows hip hop because he took the time to learn.
Yeah.
So do we take that away from him? Because he has some money? What about the brokest dude that's standing there don't know shit about hip hop?
It depends what you talk about, right? If you're talking your story, if you're talking about you and how you see hip hop, then that's great.
Right.
I'm guessing you don't want him talking about something else.
But vice versa, this is what I'm saying. The richest man on the mountain can actually have all the knowledge about hip hop, and yet the dude on the ground he'll be around it every day, all day, and still don't know nothing about what he's doing right now. That's the point I'm trying to make right now. It's not going to really matter where this thing is. It's who's actually giving the information and who is actually right about it.
Yeah.
But the approach is about both of them loving the same thing is the same way that we're getting here. How many religions all bow their head before they actually come and pray? Everybody.
Yeah.
Every single religion bows their head before prayer.
I wasn't sure it was a trick question. I didn't want to jump in and say
That's all right. There's some questions you ain't gonna have answers to. Same vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But in this moment right now, I'm the one that's holding those answers. At this moment. But how many different religions actually bow their head when they actually are praying? Every one of them. They're all praying to one God, but everybody got a different approach of how they think they know him. Or she, or he, or it, or what, or whatever. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Are you wrong? How? I'm only wrong when I only tell you you're wrong. That's when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it doesn't totally make sense, but if somebody's sitting there trying to give their story about how they're actually on their journey, I have to sit there and I have to listen.
Were you always this zen and shit?
No. No, man.
Change it.
No, man. Life will change you.
Yeah.
Life definitely will change you. Taking risk in life will definitely change you. Like one of my biggest inspirations right now is Will Smith. Yeah. Will Smith is one of my biggest inspirations right now. Fail big. Fail big. Because that's where all the learning is. It's not in making yourself better and getting good all the time. I would not be as good as I am if I didn't fail big. I failed big in my life, man. Huge things in my life, man, that I won't even say on camera. But from that learning experience has made me solid, has made me stronger to God, stronger to Allah. It helped me be those people. Yeah. So no, I wasn't this sinful. You know, it's taken time. I've had to chisel at my body to make this craft.
Like, how, as an artist, how does that change how you get in? You know, you get on the floor, or you get in the gym, or you train.
It just makes me. It makes me more humble. Not even the fact of how it changes. It just makes you more humble. It makes you appreciate it.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate the dance, man. When you get something taken away from you that you really, 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 really love, and I ain't talking about a person. I'm talking about what your passion is of you. Imagine if you were stripped from it. That one thing. That you can go somewhere by yourself and just be yourself by yourself. And you get it stripped. And now you're trying to work back to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're gonna see so much of a different journey of who you are. And then when you get to that point, you're never gonna want to lose it again. So you're gonna be humble enough to actually get up and ask and pray to God. Thank you for putting me back here. Because you didn't have to.
Oh, for sure.
You could be that wino out on the corner right now. You know? Yeah. And I never forget that now. I just don't forget that now. Don't try to forget about the people that's helped me get through those things. Yeah. Real people that helped me get through those things. Yeah.
Don't forget.
No, I never forget this. But I can't never forget myself if I'm thinking about you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I can't do that if I'm thinking about, the next person that has helped me. Because I'm thinking about me all the time, but how I project myself on the people is one of the biggest things I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Out of, just to spin on the music quickly,
we jumped into a boatload of different things that weren't even about music. That's what I'm talking about.
No, it's cool. I love it.
Definitely.
I've got a real quick question. Right?
Yes, please.
Is there anybody that you're really feeling right now, US or UK, music-wise, as well, specifically in the hip-hop scene?
Skepta, big time.
Okay.
Yeah, Skepta is one of my favorite songs right now, and I'm not even gonna lie, is Skepta and A$AP Rocky right now. That song bangs so bad, and I know they don't play it in the States. You ain't gonna get that song out in LA. You know what I'm saying? That's like a London and New York song. You know what I'm saying? I really like that song.
The crossover from going, I've seen a lot of UK artists go to New York and smash it.
What's the one girl? What's her one girl? One girl out here, brush your teeth. Oh my God, he goes hard. Yeah. Goes hard. She's like one of the bangers out here in London, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she can travel to New York and come back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? She's not even put an actual LP out.
Never, no. Exactly.
And she's
all those are just hits, hit. So that dude that be talking, that dude 69 dude that's from New York or whatever, the newcomer that got all them hits on the radio with the rainbow hair. What's his name?
6ix9ine.
Yeah. What's his name? Y'all can say it.
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine, right? He ain't the first one to do that. He ain't the first one to be on Billboard charts and just drop hit. You You know what I'm saying? He's not the first one to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, how
So
do
he's
you,
just famous at it. He's famous at it though.
Yeah.
Right now. So.
and in terms of the UK scene, how like do you go to like rap shows and stuff?
I
in
don't
London
go out
when
no
you're
more.
down?
I
Nah.
don't have time.
Nah.
In
terms of radio,
no,
maybe?
No, I'm being
How
honest
big
with you.
fans
If it was anything that and I'm being honest with you, I don't really go out too much no more. I don't have time to really go out and be spending money and $25 on drinks that I know I can just go buy for 10. You know what I'm saying? Being totally honest with you, just keep it 100.
Yeah.
But being honest with you, one of the biggest things that I really would love to start going back to, so when I start going back out again, is the spoken word battles, like URL and Smack and all those, because I know they have them here in London too. But the spoken word battles and the open mic battles that they have with no music, I love those.
Yeah.
I love those, man. I love to hear about concept metaphors and breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? And, and shotgun blasts of metaphors. I love that.
I mean, is it Don't Flop?
Yeah, Don't Flop, they got Don't Flop and everything too,
all the
yeah.
mics and-
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's still like in that, one of the people that started that was URL and the Smack battles and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Conceited came from there, Daylight, you know what I'm saying? Just to name a few people that I've known from there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I really like. I like sitting down and being something that makes me think necessarily just somebody trying to tell me, you should get up and dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Sure.
I'm good.
I know obviously you've got to go back to London. I got personally one quick question.
No problem.
I'd like to hit you with, man. It's
Go
an
ahead.
important one as well. Brace
Go,
yourself.
go.
So we're all massive Anderson .Paak fans. I wondered if you were aware of Anderson .Paak.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes, man. How many albums do you have of his? What's your favorite
Everything.
album? Then I ain't got to say no more.
Yeah, everything.
I heard you
said.
playing it when I came in, when you was playing Window Tint. Yeah. Oh my God. But can I ask you something even deeper than that? Do you think Anderson .Paak and Kendrick Lamar have the same voice?
No, I don't
just got, like,
personally. I
seven
think
voices,
that.
like,
No, I don't agree. I think
you know
that-
both of them can sound the same on the track now, though, right? Oh, I've heard that.
Paak is a little lighter.
Oh no, he is definitely. That's because he got that R&B. He got that R&B side.
He's
He
an
can still
all-rounder
talk-
'cause he raps,
Oh
he sings, he
man, he can do
produces.
everything.
Yeah.
Man, I got put on the Anderson .Paak when I didn't even know I was being put on the Anderson .Paak. That's how I ended up getting on with him.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
I'll never forget. About 2 years ago, I was working in Universal Studios, and I'm sitting back and I'm listening to the Dre album. You know, the
That's
Compton
what-
album.
that's exactly
and
what I
I was
heard.
listening to
Yeah,
All
yeah,
Work, and I'm like, who is this guy?
I straight
Who
on
is this
Google to
guy?
find him out.
And I went and found like, who is Anderson .Paak? And all this stuff, I felt like an idiot.
And Breezy Lovejoy is
Breezy
there.
Lovejoy,
Oh
man.
my God,
So much
Venice
love for all
Beach.
those guys he worked with, Louis Phelps,
Oh,
Lou
man.
Phelps, and-
Oh
man.
God, that's my favorite album I just listened to coming up here, the Yes Lord album. You
I
know?
was just about to say, NX Warriors, man.
Oh,
Can't beat it.
yes.
Can't beat it. Yes, love.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
So yes,
Man, you make my day up saying that
oh,
because
bro,
like, I can't imagine.
if you, I put it like this: if you're listening to Anderson .Paak, and I say this to the world, if you're listening to Anderson .Paak, you're listening to a modern day version of Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, people that's gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna speak that R&B, but they can still put that they can put that to the. That for the street.
They put the
you
truth
know?
in the
They
honey,
put the
don't they?
street, you can hear it. Like I love the ruggedness in his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like that misses out of R&B. Everybody trying to hit the high note.
Yeah.
Man, forget the high note. I'm trying to tell you how I feel.
Well, he's had his own road as well.
Definitely, that's what I'm
You
saying.
get that, which
Yeah.
come
Yes.
to it late as well, and come
Yes.
to success late.
Yes.
You wanna.
You want to yell at somebody because you're trying to push through them doors, man.
I spend a lot of time annoying lots of people, my family members, my friends, who aren't necessarily hip hop fans. I'm just saying, you need to listen to this, you need to listen to this.
Yeah.
I can't help but do that because I believe in what he does so much.
That's
I
nice.
love the music that he makes
That's
so much.
good, man. It's been, hey, I'll be honest with you. You don't get to hear, number one, I'll tell you this. There's so many artists, and I'll say this and it'll be the last thing I'll tell you. There's so many artists, and this how even goes for the B-Boy world. So many, you have to look back 30 years ago and remember, over half of you guys weren't even in existence, even myself. It was like maybe even 12, 13 guys that got to travel the world and talk about breaking and what it was like. There wasn't too many guys doing it. Same thing in hip hop. Rappers, DJs, graph writers. There was only a handful that got to go and teach. And the best way you could hang on to it was how you got the information, but you had to go dig for it. But now it's just given to you guys on a silver platter.
Internet's a gift and a curse, isn't it? You know,
It's a double-edged sword at the most of the time.
yeah.
You know, but it's on and how you use information. That's one of the biggest things. You know, you will never be the best until you know the information of how to be the best. Always remember that. Always, in every element. Another thing I tell you before I leave: get at least 2 elements under your belt. So then when you actually get writer's block in one of them, you can jump to the other one to come back to the other one.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
Everybody in the hood always had 2 elements of hip hop under them. We all knew how to draw. We all knew how to rap. We knew how to dance. We knew something. Even if you don't break, hip hop is still dancing.
Yeah.
It's still an element.
The knowledge as well of
Peace,
hip-hop, isn't it?
unity, and having fun. All right? Peace, unity, having fun, and getting along. Okay? The 4 elements. Anybody know what hip hop means in the room?
Probably should, but
What's the abbreviation for hip hop?
The abbreviation.
HH.
Ooh. What's the abbreviation?
Was that a
words
bad
for-
face or a
what
good
was-
one? I think that-
what's the abbreviation words for hip hop? Hip hop means something. People don't even know what hip hop means. Go to my Instagram and find the clip. It's a slow motion clip of me doing a halo, and I abbreviate hip hop for you, and I give you the meaning of what hip hop is.
Okay.
What's
serious.
What's your Insta?
The Bboy Machine
The B-Boy Machine,
at
yeah.
IG.
So yeah, make sure you
Please
check
follow,
out.
yes,
Yeah,
please
check it out.
follow, definitely, please check it out, you know, but definitely, I got one clip, and I'm in there, and I'm doing a slow-mo head spin, but I show people what the name, we have to learn now, these people, and me and your age, really right now, that we are the gatekeepers of what kids need to know
Yeah,
about
definitely.
information. In
Definitely.
the right way, in the right times, like how you're actually coming here, and you actually got these kids here, and you're taking initiative. Moy in Texas taking initiative. Tone in Iowa they're taking initiative. Sweet and everybody that's up there, that's up north. Rugged's crew in their dance studio. You know, Storm with his dance studio. Crazy Legs and his information that he knows from New York. You know what I'm saying? These are information key holders.
Definitely.
But they know how to. I'm sorry, but they know how to actually drop knowledge and put knowledge in the places that they know people would pay attention. Not necessarily where the commercial shit is actually happening.
I really like the fact that when you're teaching the kids today, you make it a point to empower them
Yes.
in the way that you teach them.
Yes.
And I think that's really important because
Yes.
a lot of teachers aren't able to really do that.
No.
And the way that you make sure that they're aware of what they're doing. No, that wasn't quite right. Just go back and practice it again. But don't make them feel like they've messed up, and they can never do it ever again.
No.
You're giving them the
Didn't you
skills
see one of the guys I totally started? He messed
Yeah.
up so bad. I told him to go back in the line. He lost his line. And what did you do today? What did you do? You came right back around. Was like, nah, that ain't how I'm supposed to do that. I ain't gonna give up that easy. I can stand in line if I want to.
Yeah.
But I can go back up there and I can try again. That's the kind of mentality I want to get out of these
So
kids.
they definitely, the both. Also, we've got Machine's wife here as well, and I noticed that you stepped out and there was a couple of girls and you brought them in and were like, "Come on, you can do this."
Oh, yes,
And I'm like, we're all about that. That's really really great to see. So fair play to you
Definitely,
guys.
definitely. And that's
Thank
one of
you
the
for
biggest things. No man is not strong without a strong woman.
Definitely.
Always remember that. Straight up. You know, that's why sometimes if you ever see, what did Jada Pinkett say sometimes? He said the reason why I don't stand next to my man most of the time is because I'm standing behind him because he don't look behind himself. So that's how his eyes behind him. Just as much as I, because I stand behind my man just as much as I stand next to him. Vice versa. Straight up.
Nice one. Well, Machine, it's been awesome, man. Thank you ever so much for coming down.
Definitely. Thank you for having
until
me.
the next time.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you.
yes,
Thanks so
definitely,
much,
man.
guys.
Anytime, man.
We're out. Nice
Like
to
I
catch you
said
later.
again,
Peace.
man, follow me, hit me up, man. Y'all know where I am, definitely.
Sweet.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, man.
That was 20 minutes. That was supposed to be 5.